Good morning. Welcome to Trust Life with Louise Hay. The title of this particular part she's talking about today, May 18th, is When I Fix My Thinking, It Fixes My Problems. If you are in a job you don't care for, if you want to change your position, if you're having problems at work, or if you're out of work, the best way to handle it is this. Begin by blessing your current position with love. Realize that this is only a stepping stone on your pathway. You are where you are because of your own thinking patterns. If they are not treating you the way you would like to be treated, then there is a pattern in your consciousness that is attracting such behavior. So in your mind, look around at your current job or the job you had last, and begin to bless everything with love. The building, the elevators or stairs, the rooms, the furniture and equipment, the people you work for and the people who you work with, and each and every customer. Begin to affirm for yourself, I always work for the most wonderful bosses. My boss always treats me with respect and courtesy. My boss is generous and easy to work for. This will carry you forward. This will carry forward with you all your life. And if you become a boss, then you will be like that too. So that sounds pretty simplistic, doesn't it? Sounds like, oh yeah, it's just kind of hodgepodge. But, you know, as I practice this and think about it, it puts me into, when I think about sending love forward and thanking my appliances and thanking the carpets and stuff, it puts me into a much better state of mind. It helps me to balance myself. It helps me to feel joy, even though the circumstances might not be what I would exactly like them to be. I can still feel joy as I proactively think about that. And for a while, I would read a statement like that and go into victim shaming and just kind of think, oh, yeah, but you don't know what I've suffered. Well, Louise suffered a lot too. But she learned, and she's helping us to learn and me to learn, that as the things that I think of and think about and how I think and the perceptions I choose to employ in my life do create my reality. It's amazing how that works. So, and how do we get past the blocks that allow that? Well, it's the EFT, it's the bouncing, it's letting those things go, it's the awareness of what we actually are thinking. It's amazing how many times I catch myself thinking in a scarcity mentality or being attached to my problems and calling them my problems as opposed to, like for instance, arthritis. I'm experiencing arthritis in my hips right now. If I use the terms my arthritis, I own that, I possess it, and it stays with me. If I use the term I'm experiencing the condition of arthritis, I am experiencing the condition of arthritis in my hips right now, then it's an experience that I'm having, but it has some latitude to leave. And as I do this and I do other modalities and practice and work with my diet and do fasting and really condition my spiritual life, I get more fluidity and movement in my body. And the healing is happening. It truly is happening. It's a very grateful place that I have to be in. Yesterday I spent a great deal of time in the arena moving around, and yes, I had my cane still, but I was able to do more things than I have been in a while. And I haven't done anything, I'm not taking any medications of any sort, or haven't had any surgeries or anything like that. And so we do have, I don't want to use the word control. We have power, that's the word, power. We have power to access information that we didn't have before that can release things in our bodies and our minds and our spirits and our souls that are not balancing for us. So as we think about that, think about what you would like to release, what you would like to infuse with love. And so as we reach out and think with our thoughts, loving thoughts to everything that we go to, we're infusing ourselves with love on a constant basis. Because when we think about that boss, and I told you the story of my friend who loved her neighbor into neighborliness, and she didn't do it to change him. She didn't say, well, I'm going to love him and then he'll change. She said, I'm going to love him because if I don't love him, I will suffer. And so she just decided to love. And now she isn't suffering because of their proximity, and nor is he. He has changed. But she changed first, without an expectation that he would change. So it's very powerful. Love is extremely powerful. If there's anything I can help you to do to understand these principles and to let go of a few little layers, I am a life coach and I'd be happy to join with you and walk with you on your journey to understand how those layers can be released and how we can receive the unconditional love of the universe. Namaste. I love you. My website is roxywright.com. Come on over and visit.